name is King Jody, and I'm here for another reaction video. But before we do that, I gotta tell y'all that I was making a video all day today, and I've been playing this game called Granny, and I've been recording. But apparently, the game was messing up with my phone. You know the game Granny, where this crazy zombie-looking lady is chasing you around the house with a bat for 5 days, and you gotta get like items and stuff. That is what I'm talking about. But the game was messing up my phone so much that it started lagging whenever I make a camera, and also the audio extremely sucks. Even though I kind of like the music, it kind of gives me a Corey Kenshin vibe, and I love my boy Corey. Where is he, by the way? But anyway, before we get into that, let's get started with the video, shall we? This video is called This Girl Was Trouble. An animated story by Young Don Sauce God. Now let's get into it.
Back around, and then there's a brief pause, just a few seconds. But in that moment, I knew that she was not happy. She says, "So that's who's moving in with you." So I'm like, babe, come on. She's not moving in with me. She's just gonna be living in the same house as me. It's a big house. But baby girl was not having it, man. Her what the meter was already at max.
Young Don Sauce God. Yo, he looks so cool, man. I wish I could.
Before we jump into the story, I want to tell you about the mobile game Viking.
I'm sorry, y'all, but
I was a kid.
I can't.
Using your supreme overlord ruler of the world skills to rule over your kingdom, link up, and then just completely destroy.
Sorry, y'all.
Your boy to create quality videos for you. And an initial protection shield for free. So go download Vikings now and help your boy pay some bills, man. So this story takes place about 3 years ago. Not too far in the past. Now, if you watch my last animation, you know for a period of time I was living with one of my homies named Quinn, where I was staying in his sister's room while she was away for college. This is before YouTube, back when I was still in school. So one day I was chilling out in the koozie with my girlfriend. And then in the distance, I could hear a lot of commotion going on in the house. A little time passes, and then my homie Quinn walks out to the koozie to holla at me. So I'm like, yo, what's going on inside? And then Quinn was like, oh, didn't you know? Bianca's moving in today. So I'm like, oh, that's
his animations
right.
are so cool.
Bianca. You see, a couple months back, Quinn's mom had told us that one of her friend's daughters was going to be staying with us for a few months. She was joining the military and needed a place to stay while she was waiting to go to boot camp. Now, when she told us, I didn't even think about it, right? I didn't ask questions. I was just like, alright, like, I didn't care. So fast forward back to that day, I had completely forgotten that she was even moving in. Anyway, Quinn goes back inside and I turn around to continue hanging out with my girlfriend. Some more time passes and then I hear Quinn's mom in the background say, "Hey Don, say hi to Bianca." So my girl and I turn around and there she was. Now, I don't know why, but this whole time I thought Bianca was going to be like this 27-year-old unattractive woman, right? That was just what I had in the back of my head. And I think that's also why I wasn't curious at all about who she was or what she looked like. Well, that was not the case. I turn around and before me and my girlfriend stood this 20-year-old baddie, okay? How dare she? She starts to walk over and listen, I love my girl, okay? To this day, never loved a girl more in my life. But at the end of the day, I'm just an... So as she's walking over, I do the full sweep, okay? The full sweep from top to bottom, analyzing how attractive this girl is. And look, it wasn't on purpose, okay? This is software that is built into every straight man's brain. Like, it only turns off for family members and children. It takes like 0.6 seconds. It was completely out of my hands. This girl had long, beautiful hair, blue eyes, smooth skin, a gorgeous face, and oh, she was thick, boy, thick as f. She comes over and introduces herself, everyone shakes hands, and then she goes back inside. My girl and I turn back around, and then there's a brief pause, just a few seconds. But in that moment, I knew that she was not happy. She says, so that's who's moving in with you. So I'm like, babe, come on. She's not moving in with me. She's just gonna be living in the same house as me. It's a big house. But baby girl was not having it, man. Her what the meter was already at max, so she was not amused at all. But me being a good boyfriend, I was like, babe, it's not like we're gonna be roommates or anything. Look, I'm going to school full time, I work full time, and whenever I'm not doing either of those things, I'm with you, so don't worry about it. I won't even have time to talk to her, much less do anything that's gonna make you mad. And listen, I even think she was all that cute, you know what I'm saying? Plus, kinda on the chunky side, if you know what I'm saying. So, don't worry about it. You see that right there? That's called lying. That's what a good man does. When your girlfriend feels threatened by some other female that's now in your life, you should do anything to make sure that she feels secure in herself and her beauty as a woman, and make sure she knows that nothing could ever threaten the bond that you have with her.
True.
But I knew I was lying. One, Bianca was definitely very attractive. And two, in 2010, a magnitude 7 earthquake struck the island of Haiti. It completely devastated the country, reducing thousands of buildings to rubble. It claimed the lives of over 230,000 people.
Jesus, man.
And it only took 35 seconds. My point being, it doesn't take that much time to ruin everything. But I managed to put my girl at ease, and we continue with our day. Now, I meant every single word that I told her about her not having anything to worry about, because I'm a good guy. And at the time, I suffered from a chronic case of nice guy syndrome. I was determined not to pay this Bianca girl any attention. So I did just that. We were very short with each other in passing, and on top of that, she was also going to school and work full time. Sometimes days would go by and I wouldn't see her. She was like a ghost, which was perfect. Fast forward a month later, and my girl and I are having problems. By then, we had been together for a few years, and we had racked up our fair share of fights. This was also around the time that I took my first swing at YouTube. I was making computer programming tutorials, because that was my major in school at the time. But as you can tell, I'm not doing that anymore. But still, I was really preoccupied with trying to figure it out, and we were seeing each other a lot less often. We were also fighting a lot. So eventually it got to the point where I was like, okay, let's take a break. So we broke up. Some time passes, maybe like a month or so, and then Quinn's mom puts everyone in the house in a group chat to figure out dinner. So I'm responding, and then it occurred to me, oh that's Bianca's number. Because even by then, I still didn't even have her number, because I didn't see the point, because again, I'm a good guy. So Quinn says something like, hey, let's go eat tacos. But then Bianca was like, oh, I'm going out with friends tonight. I'll probably just eat with them. So then I replied, just as a joke, oh, what? Are you too good for tacos now? And then she said something slick in return. Some like, oh, what? Are you gonna miss me or something? Huh? What do you mean, am I gonna miss you? I don't even know you. We live in the same house and I don't even know your last name. I wasn't gonna take that shit lying down. So I text her separately something slick in return. Some like, oh please, you ain't shit. Now, was that necessary? No. Did I subconsciously know that I was possibly opening a door that I probably shouldn't? Yes. So why did I do it? Because I'm an idiot. So thus begins our back and forth via text. Fast forward to later that day, guess who's home for tacos? So we all eat, and then after I say to both Quinn and Bianca, hey, let's watch something on Netflix. We end up picking the House of Cards, which, all Kevin Spacey allegations aside, great series. Turns out though, Quinn had already watched it. So after a few nights of watching the House of Cards with us, he stopped coming through. And now, it was just me and Bianca on the couch by ourselves. watching Netflix. And at first, it was
Netflix
pretty
and
chill. We were just
chill.
watching the show. But then one night, we were watching the House of Cards, and it was unusually chilly. So we decided to share a blanket that was just sitting on the couch. So we're under the blanket, but there was still definitely space between us. Like a good 2 feet of couch, completely uncharted territory. So there we are watching Netflix, and then she slowly starts to take over the blanket, not even trying to get me to come close to her or anything, just being a woman. Yeah, I said it. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Women are blanket hoarders. I don't know what it is or why y'all are like this, but every girl that I have ever shared a bed with at some point always tries to claim territory over the entirety of the bed. Like it starts off 50-50, which at that point, I'm already going above and beyond if you ask me. Why? Because I'm bigger by like a lot. I'm 215 pounds, 6'5". So logically, I should already have rights to at least 65% of the bed and blankets. But even though I'm damn near 100 pounds heavier and a foot taller, technically we're the same amount of people. So she gets half. Fine. But no, women never satisfied. By the end of the night, somehow she has claimed 80% of the bed and 90% of the blanket, leaving me just barely hanging on to the edge of the bed, half covered by the blanket, which I don't know if there is a sensation more maddening than being halfway covered by a blanket, right? Either no blanket or all the blanket. That halfway shit, nah. That. So I started taking back some of the blanket because I'm like, what the I'm Jamaican. You're white. Your people come from the cold. I need this more than you. But of course, her inner woman won't allow her to release ownership of any of the blanket that she's already claimed as her property. So of course, my only other option was to get closer. Eventually, we were real close. Like her thick thigh was firmly pressed against my thigh. And as a black guy, that's my ultimate weakness.
Yeah.
Thick thighs. It's like
thick thighs.
Kryptonite. Even the strongest men cannot resist for long. So it didn't take much time after that for me to turn to her and be like, what's up? And then she was like, what's up? And then at that point, I realized I'm not a good guy. We get closer and closer. We lean in, and then...
Lost in the sauce.
Hey, shout out to the best squad on the internet, man. The Sauce Squad. You already know who it is.
Oh, man. I can't. That was good. That was a good video. I enjoyed it. Young Don Sauce guy. I'm definitely going to do this double upload since there's a to be continued in it. Sorry the video took long. Matter of fact, I think that's what y'all might want. A long video. I'm gonna start doing those. But yeah, for the double upload, I'm finna show you the granny. Hope y'all not gonna like it. Trust me. But I'll see y'all later on today. If y'all like, smash the like button with everything you got. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace. I love y'all. Oh, don't think I forgot. Comment what y'all want me to do in the comment section, because if not, then I ain't posting nothing tomorrow. And I know y'all miss me. Nah, I'm still gonna post. Alright, y'all. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.